The Blue Star Kachina. You are now in tune. On the one, the force itself of this time. We call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamin, Blue Star Kachina. The final sign. I am Etol Iman, and you are now in tune. One love. From the tiniest atom to the largest star. The color of the light given off by interstellar comet 3I Atlas has transitioned from a reddish hue to a surprising emerald green as it approached the sun. The Hopi mean by Blue Star Kachina a celestial event that marks the beginning of the end of the current world and the emergence of a new one. According to prophecy, the Blue Star Kachina is a figure associated with the star Sirius, and its approach will usher in a day of purification, which will end the fourth world and begin the fifth. Sirius, often called the dog star, is generally perceived as a white to blue-white in color. However, when observed low in the sky, it appears to flicker with many colors, sometimes prompting observers to describe it as a rainbow star. You are now in tune. On the one, the force itself of this time. We call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamin. The Hopi Prophecy of the Blue Star Kachina refers to a significant celestial event that will precede the day of purification and the transition to the fifth world. While the prophecy describes the Blue Star Kachina dancing in the plaza, this is understood metaphorically. The Hopi Prophecy states that the Blue Star Kachina, also known as Saku Shoshu, will signify the coming of the new world by appearing in the form of a blue star. This celestial appearance is considered the ninth and the final sign before the day of purification, which is described as an apocalyptic event or a world engulfing cataclysm leading to the destruction of the current world. The phrase dancing in the plaza is interpreted as a symbolic representation of this celestial event being visible to all, akin to a public performance in a central gathering place. The plaza in this text refers to the heavens or sky. I am Etol Iman. Where the blue star will make its appearance. The heavens or the sky is where the blue star will make its appearance. So when the blue star dances in the plaza, in this context refers to the heaven and the skies. The prophecy further states that when the Blue Star Kachina removes his mask during this dance, it signifies the end of all Hopi ceremonialism. This cessation of ceremonies is believed to coincide with the destruction of the fourth world and the beginning of the new cycle of Hopi life leading to the fifth world. Now, when we speak of Hopi, in essence, we are speaking of the culture, the true culture of America, which came from Central America, the Olmec. The Hopi came up through what they call a sapaya, up through the Grand Canyons from Mexico, led there by the ant people. The Hopi word for ant is Anu. So the Anu people led the Hopi from Mexico up through the Supaya, the Grand Canyons, and they migrated to the three mesas of Arizona, who are aligned with the three stars in the belt of Orion, as the three stars of the belt of Orion points to Sirius. So does the three mesas in Hopi land points to Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, which is where the star Sirius is aligned, the house of bread, Bethlehem, the house of the granaries, the house of bread. In Arabic, Bethlehem means bread. So the Hopi, when we say the Hopi prophecies, we're talking about the prophecies of the black people. The Hopi came from the mating of the Anunnaki, i.e. Olmec Maya, with the Tibetans or Chinese. We say Tibetan because the Tibetans represent the spiritual part of the Chinese people. But from the breeding of the Olmec and the Chinese came the Hopi people, who were given the same rituals as the Dogon. So when we say Hopi prophecies, we're talking about the prophecies of the black people. This is the culture of the black people in the Americas. The Hopi, Olmec, Dogon, Rastafari, you are now in tune on the one. From the tiniest atom to the largest star is it we perceive as God. We give thanks and praises for our ancestors, the vehicles who brought us here. We have to go back to the origin of our ancestors, Anunnaki. This discourse subtly will explain, telepathically, teleologically will explain. Open your mind. Open your ears. Listen, for you are now in tune. The prophecy also mentions that not long after the blue star Kachina, the purifier, the red star Kachina, will appear, bringing about the day of purification. This event will cause significant changes to the earth, its creatures, and all life. The Dogon speak of the same day of purification, when the sacred star appeared between the two mountain peaks. The day of purification is then 2027. The holy rains of energy will be sent down by Sirius. So this is the Dogon wisdom, which is the wisdom of the black people, the priests that were sent from Egypt with the keys, with the almond keys. The priests that preserved the wisdom that we might survive in this time, were the Dogon, sent by the tax collectors of pharaohs to leave with the message upon the invasion of the white people, the invasions of the Romans, the Greeks, the devils. Elijah Muhammad had it right. You are now in tune on the one. It is important to note that some scholars like Jason Colavito have investigated this prophecy and suggest that references to the blue star Kachina in this specific context might be a more recent interpretation, possibly influenced by Frank Waters. the person that wrote the book of the Hopi in 1963. However, Hopi elders such as Chief Dan Evhima have stated that the story of the blue Kachina is very old and has been passed down through generations. So we see that a lot of the information has been mixed up. But I, Italiman, have sat with the final Hopi elders, the ones that were given the message just from the old people back in the 40s, Thomas Ben-Ktifa and Grandfather Martin. I met with Thomas Ben-Ktifa in the year 1992, the year that the doors of the house of Mecca was opened, the United Nations. The prophecy stated for him to go to the United Nations. But before he went to the United Nations, he met with Aital Ayman. We exchanged information. So these prophecies of the Hopi, the return of the elder brother, has been fulfilled. The elder brother means that the black man, the elder brother, the prophecy states that the elder brother will be wearing a red cap. The Hopi wears a red, i.e. the Dogon wears a red cap. They have the same rituals. And we are the elder brother. We're the oldest race upon the plane of earth. And the white elder brother was just a metaphor, allegory, simile. Every noun has a deeper level of meaning. The black man is the elder brother of the Hopi. The black man is God, the creator of all races. Terraformers of the galactic heavens, terraformers of the earth, you are now in tune. All the one, the force itself. This time we call the holy master blaster jamming. Rastafari lives. This is a symbol. The illusion is over. I am breaking down the walls of illusion that you explore the practicality of correct information, i.e. information placed right information. Malachi York call it Nuwabu, i.e. right information. Information placed right information. The spell that was cast has been lifted. You who are chosen should see people for who they truly are. Elijah Muhammad had it correct. We are not all the same. We are not equal. The people who have been governing us are not like us. Have you ever seen them for who they are? Now that three-eyed Atlas is lifting the veil, the force of revelation is the cause of revolution. If you look through the correct lens, you will be able to see them. People are demons too. Evil is oftentimes ignorance, not knowing itself to be so. These are the created beings who are jealous of their creators. Thus, the shutdown of the government and the facade of the illusion that there is no money in the snap bucket. It is what it is. It will be what it is. The final sign has appeared. As the old stories goes, what goes around comes around. Same old myth. The gods will destroy New Sodom and Gomorrah. Are you gender fluid? Now note, the term woke has undergone a significant evolution in its meaning and usage, particularly in the recent years, originally rooted in African American vernacular English. It signifies an awareness of racial prejudice and discrimination, Over time, its scope broadened to encompass a wider range of social inequalities and progressive ideologies, eventually becoming a contentious term used both affirmatively and pejoratively. The term woke originated in our community. We use it to explain the waking up, the evolution of the black mind. It was a black cultural, political consciousness thing, urging up the African. Africans love one another. We should. It's a good slogan. Listen, Africans love one another. Feel the deepness. Feel the telepathic vibration. Feel the teleological vibration. Africans love one another. And we, the ones who are chosen, we're woke. We wake up every day. So the term gained popularity, and the scholars say through Erykah Badu's 2008 song, Master Teacher. Note the word Master Teacher. And you hear people talking about, like, for instance, Bobby Hemmett, Master Teacher. There's a lot of us out there, Master Teachers. So we had our own little thing going on. And like Tariq Nasheed made his video series, what was those things called? Hidden Colors, which was actually a down low vibration, some kind of occult hidden vibration to reveal what we were doing. We used to go to the corner stores, and people like Baba Dick Gregory and all the black scholars used to come, and we used to have our little woke sessions. We had like a underground railroad kind of teaching going on there. But Tariq Nasheed revealed that to the government. They didn't know how we were getting our information. That was before the internet, before the World Wide Web. We should go down to the corner bookstores, the black bookstores. So we had a system. We go down to Kinko's and run off some papers, publish them. Some of them made, a lot of my pamphlets made it all the way to South Africa. Talking about the mothership, the Anunnaki. The brothers in South Africa understood it because that's one of the mining places of the Anunnaki. So before the internet, we were very, very, very popular. We had our system of survival, our SOS. But now there's been a mix-up, so the government has taken our thing, woke, and they turned over to the queer community. So by 2019, time of Obama and it was in office and everything, the woke community meant something totally different, but they stole that from us, like they stole our ancient culture, but they didn't really take it. We have always been ahead of the curve, so they made it popular with people that called themselves the right-wing magicians, took the term, placed it in the queer community, and you had people talking about non-binary, gender queer, gender fluid, agender, bigender, demigender, all this type thing. Now, 3-Eye Atlas come to make things plain in the time of the pole shift. Check this out. There's a 3-Eye Atlas moving through the air, just like they said Nibiru would come and the poles would shift, but the poles started shifting in earnest. I remember in the year 2000, I met Richard Noon, interviewed him, the author of Ice, the Ultimate Disaster, 55-2000, and at 55-2000, the 5 naked eye planets, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, and the Earth aligned for the first time in 6,000 years. So this book that we live in is being revealed, and it's based on the number 6. The number 6, every 60 years, the 50-year rotation of Ptolo around the large, brightly shining star is celebrated in a feast called Sigi by the Dogon every 60 years. The time of the Nation of Islam from 1930 was given 60 years by Farad Muhammad. So in the year 1990, that was supposed to be over. But for political reasons, it was taken on beyond the time. Now they became reprobate and became Scientologists. So the 60 Noah in the Bible, as is written, was 600 years when the floods came. So the Dogon say they celebrate the 60-year rotation to renew the earth. Because every time purification time comes, we have reached a 6,000-year period of time when the poles shift, or the Anunnaki just nuked the planet, because the created beings, as the Popol Vuh, the definitive book of the Maya, call them mannequins, the ones who were genetically engineered in vitro from the monkeys. As Darwin said, the humans were evolving. That's true. So the Anunnaki, for certain reasons, you have to study up on that, sped up the genetic cycle of the monkeys and gave them our DNA, mixed it in vitro. And so the people you have now, called white people, are the people of the Caucasus Mountains, where Christianity first started. So you have these people who are, as Elijah Muhammad said, the devils. Elijah Muhammad was right on. These are people who are anti-God or anti-Christ or anti-truth. That's why we're seeing what's doing now. So it's like it was in the first of days when Enlil and Enki were at odds. The genetic beings were, the Anunnaki saw the sons of the humans that they create, the daughters of the humans that they had created. And so they had relations with him. Noah, Enoch, all these people are from that lineage of Adam. That's where they come from. So they're our people, they're our sons and daughters. That's why the Caucasus Mountains is very important, because we mine that area first. That's where Christianity comes from. And Putin came out with the icons, the black icons, because it was a covenant made at a certain time, revealed to the people who are asleep who they really are. That doesn't mean we're the first people. They were the first people created by us. So I'm just bringing you bits and pieces of the information you have to put in the time and study. It may be too late for a lot of you because you have it all mixed up. You've been tricked that there's such thing as little gray men and all this kind of thing. But a lot of you are atheists. You don't want to believe in the Bible. You say it's a mixed up book. It's allegories, metaphors, and similes. All the books, there's a one connection. So an atheist, let me explain it to you. This is very important. An atheist is one who has built an illusion around his own mind. Truth is, original black man is a poet. And the essence of poetry is mathematics. We live inside the universe, the one book. We ourselves created. We created this one book. This is a book of the seven seals. See, this thing is multi-level. Allegory, metaphor, similes. Every noun has a deeper level of meaning. As Bob Marley say, the evolution or the revolution is telepathic. So you have to open your ears and really know what telepathic is. A lot of you don't know what it means. This is teleology. Study it. Study my teachings. You know what teleology is. You know the essence of telepathy. The term universe is derived, and we're going to just say it like we say it here because they control things for a while. You know, we have terms, meaning, definitions come from Ethiopia, definitions come from the Congo even. You know, so the term universe is derived from the Latin root, where uni means one, and versus or vertiri means to turn, or a book So in the early 80s, I realized unity means one, verse means book. So here, currently, I did some research to prove my correctness, and the information, the data says that the term universe is derived from Latin, the root where uni means one, and versus or vert means to turn or a book. Therefore, universe literally means one book or turned into one. The etymology reflects the ancient philosophical idea of the cosmos as a single unified unity or a coherent narrative, the one book. So the story of life has been written already. You black content presenters, this is what you really need to know. The story of life has been written already, and one cannot live outside the book. All the so-called holy books are as the many facets of one same diamond. Man is the manifestation of the cosmos. Now I'm going to stop it right here and try to cause out that you see or understand, however way you want to take it. Like many of you are saying certain things. You have been hoodwinked to believe that there are little gray aliens and all this kind of crazy stuff by certain magicians of Pharaoh. So there's confusion. There's an order to this thing. So the term cosmos refers to the universe viewed as a complex and orderly system of unity. It encompasses everything that exists, from the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galaxies and beyond. That's why the Rastafari say one love, as I've been teaching over the years. All is one, from the tiniest atom to the largest star. And people have written songs about me saying that. The study of the cosmos is known as cosmology. And I knew that even before I learned what the scholars say or what academia say or what the information says. There are certain people that don't want to believe anything. And they don't want to follow the structure of life, the structure of the universe. They want to make up their own. They have been brainwashed by the system to believe every man has a right to his opinion, and don't realize that opinion indicates that you don't know, so you have an opinion. So they have been rendered a psychotic state of mind. A psychosis has set in, and the masses or the populace have become clinically insane. Evil is oftentimes ignorance, not knowing itself to be so. So the term cosmos refers to the universe viewed as a complex and orderly system of or entity. So the universe is alive. It's a consciousness. It encompasses everything that exists, from the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galaxies and beyond. The study of the cosmos is known as cosmology, which delves into its scientific, religious, and philosophical aspect. This order of the universe is intelligence, the mother, father of all. Black man was born from and through this order. He became master of this order, emerging through the original black hole. There never was a time when there was not a black man. God, the first mind. Man means mind. Mannequin or mankind is a type of man, a carbon copy of the original. So we must honor our ancestors, the pyramid builders, whether we know them as Neteru, Anunnaki, Nomo, for all the cultural and spiritual systems are one. There is this invisible thread that binds all, and that's a term from Ekankar, the audible sound vibration. No matter what religion, Bible, Quran, the Hindu scriptures, Buddhist, Taoism, etc., it's the same thing. So the Rastafari are among the first ones in this era that woke up. The ancient axiom, know thyself. The Rastas were the first people to wake up. So we knew that there was a connection to the Anunnaki, which was Haile Selassie, from the lineage as written in the script of Suleiman, which in essence was Enki, Anunnaki. So there's an Anunnaki connection. And the Muslims, the scholars, all of them need to know that the characters of that script, they're living today. And in those days, the poets, Surah 26, Holy Quran, we did the math on that. The poets, the Anunnaki, the ones who wrote the script. So Muhammad in essence is Thot, Nangishzida from the Sumerian text, the Anunnaki. He's the one that created the script. Thot. In Central America, he's known as Quetzalcoatl or Quetzalcoatl, the plumed serpent. The face that's on the Sphinx, gazing eastward towards the celestial chariot. That's where 3-Eye Atlas is right now, behind the sun. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Holy Master Blaster Jam. And we're going to complete this discourse, but we want you to know that this is one book. We're inside of a book. We're acting out. We're playing out a destiny. We're playing out the way it's supposed to be. Everything is written. That's why they know where things are. Not that they found it themselves. It's written already. All they got to do is look in the book and understand the mathematics of the book. Note, one man, this is physics. One man and God has always been the majority. That's why they send these stories out. Moses, God came to Moses and said, go tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And go tell Pharaoh, when he cut the people food stamps off, the 9 plagues is going to hit him. So, Pharaoh, you should listen, boy. You should listen, because you can't deal with this hell that's upon you right now. There's some serious shit. The final sign, 3-Eye Atlas, as you call it, that you don't know nothing about. A lot of people think that that's not real. It's real. It's prophesied that this time would come in the Hopi Prophecies. And when we say Hopi Prophecies, we mean the black prophecies, the prophecies of the Anunnaki. Everything is one. From the tiniest atom to the largest star is one. So give thanks to your ancestors. Give thanks to the sun that shines, that causes things to grow. Give thanks to the vessel that brought you here from thousands from time you can't even remember it. From the time of Om, all the way back, we are one. So, worship, give homage, be thankful for your mother, your father. Give thanks for the universe. Give thanks to the sun. Give thanks to the rocks, the water. It's all one. We are one. Black and white, blue, green, yellow. We are one. Now, we're playing this game, and you've been brainwashed that you're better. You say, the people that are hungry, crying, their snap is being cut off. And the people say, get a job, get a job. Just be fucking quiet and be thankful for what you got. This is an intelligent system. Man plans a plan, Satan plans a plan, and Allah plans a plan. It's written. And Allah is the best of planners. Like Bob Marley, the prophet, say, every little thing is going to be all right because everything is on the one. You are now in tune, on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call the Holy Master Blaster jamming. And see, as the Bible says of Satan, God allows you to follow who you want to follow. You can get on the one or you can follow Satan. You can do anything you want to do. You got free will. But in the end, there's going to come a time when the energies are going to come from the heavens. It's going to let you know the poles are going to shift. They started shifting, as I was saying, and got sidetracked there, in the year 2000. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter aligned with the Earth for the first time in 6,000 years. They say May 5, but the Ross ice shelf broke off at the poles in March. Even happened before it was prophesied that would happen. I interviewed Richard Noon. We talked about that. That was before the internet, before Billy Carson, before these government operatives that you listen to today. So this is the correct information. Peace, one love, our time, Jalil.